All right, we should be live on YouTube now. I don't know why I'm going live on YouTube for this. This isn't normal stream content. I don't know why I'm being live for that. And then the VPN is off. Run as admin. Yes. Okay, it blocks it. That's fine. That's what we expected. I need to find my stream key. How do I do that again? From Rumble Studio. I doubt, Nibs, that you're still here, but if you are, how do you find your stream key when using Rumble Studio? Do you know? Anyone know how to find your stream key on Rumble Studio? Stats, live streaming, static stream keys, I assume. Template? No. I'm like having a I wish Nibs was here. I'm kind of I'm forgetting how I got my OBS to be connected to Rumble, basically. Output? I think it was literally, oh, here it is. Okay, if I'm leaking right now, this is the granddaddy of all leaks. Because this is my stream key that is about to show up on the screen. And anyone who has this can straight up steal everything from me. Okay, let's see. There we go. This is a different stream key than I have currently showing. Use this server URL and stream key in your streaming software. Configure stream key. Huh? I wish Nibs was here. Only Nibs would know the answer to this. Because I need my stream key for Rumble Studio specifically. Only one direct argument can be created at a time. I understand that. It won't let me even... That's wild. Enter. Stream description, categories, placeholder. I just don't know the answer here. Live chat. Cash money. No. Sorry, folks, that the stream kind of turned into this, but there's nothing else I can do about it. More info. Oh, I found it. Let's see. I figured it out. The stream key. It's the same, actually. Let me generate a new key. Copy to clipboard. Paste. Studio. Okay, that's all correct. Okay. Apply. Okay. Done. Let's see if it works now. Nope. Same error. Same error. Okay, well, that was worth a try anyway. Oh, Nibs, you are in chat. Nibs, you're the only one who knows the answers to these questions. I mean, well, we're past the part. You would have known the answer to the question I was just asking, Nibs. But we figured it out on our own, which was how to find the stream key of in Rumble Studio, but I figured it out. It was the big button in the very center that said stream key. I'm just a little too stupid, I think. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So back to ChatGPT then. Oh, says Nibs. Ah, cool. Yeah. Understood. You can already set the network because you're live on the GBSA. Okay. When VPN was on, OBS traffic exited through the VPN adapter. When you disable the VPN, OBS still trying to route through that adapter. Rumble Studio is rejecting your real IP. Do this without touching it. Fully close the OBS interface that feeds to Rumble. Do not reboot. Do not reset the network. Reopen that instance. Settings, advanced network. Set bind to IP default. Bind to IP is default, and I fully closed it. Also, in settings, stream. Switch service temporarily to custom. I'm already custom in stream and have the correct stream key and URL. I even tried getting a new key and URL, and it still doesn't work. Rumble is not rejecting it. That much is confirmed. That isn't confirmed, by the way, chat. Rumble might be rejecting this. It might be on Rumble's side rejecting my OBS connection. But the thing is, I do that, Nibs. I just use, wait, what do you mean? You use OBS to connect to Studio, though. Studio isn't OBS. You need streaming software. And then I use Studio to connect to all the other streams as well. What are you talking about, Nibs? I don't understand. Rumble's not rejecting, that much is confirmed. It's not confirmed that Rumble isn't the reason this is happening, but if Rumble is the reason this is happening, there's literally nothing I can do about it. So upstream review meeting, Rumble Studio is rejecting it. It's confirmed without breaking out stream. Turn VPN on. It lets me connect when VPN is on immediately. Try that. Try updating your OBS. This issue, if I reboot my computer, this issue won't exist anymore. It's something with my DNS. But hold on, Nibs. What did you just say? Nibs, you just said, why don't you use Studio like I do and connect to all their other streams to Studio itself? That is what I do, but I don't understand what else, like, how else would I be doing this? What do you mean? You use OBS, right, Nibs? OBS to connect to Studio. So I use OBS to connect to Studio and Studio to connect to Kick and Rumble. What? Good, that narrows it down cleanly. If same OBS, same stream key, works instantly with VPN, fails instantly with VPN, other stream software works fine, then this is not a firewall, this is not OBS, this is ISP level routing or IP filtering, Rumble Studio ingest server. No, this is incorrect. When VPN is on, your traffic exit through a different ASN. The pure range, Rumble ingest accepts it when VPN is on your they're industry. Everything you are saying is based on Rumble rejecting, which is wrong. I told you already. Yeah, that's the part where I went, da-da, me. Oh, I see. Wrong. It is a Steam bug. What you said about flushing DNS would have likely worked, but I can't do it because I'm still live streaming now. Is there a way to reset OBS connection as if it was a reboot? Bro, ChatGPT is so dumb. It is just telling me incorrect information. Using OBS network without touching system networking. Force OBS to drop the socket. In OBS, stop streaming. Settings stream. Change server to something invalid temporarily. Example, add one character to the URL. Click apply OK. Then start streaming, it will fail. Oh, interesting. Let's see if this works, folks. Okay, I'm adding an extra R to my Steam key. Apply. Okay. Start streaming. Failed. Kitty cat. Hello. Come here, my love. Hello. Come here, my love. Hello, my sweet boy. Hey, my cat. Hold on, chat. Even more important, I've got a kitty cat here. Interesting. Turn on your. That's an interesting idea. Your phone. Connect to PC to try streaming. If it works on hotspot, your router ISP. I mean, for sure, my router or ISP can't be blocking it because I'm currently streaming from my router, and I've streamed before. I only just started using the VPN like a month and a half ago, so it worked before. And then furthermore, in my village, in my country, they're not blocking webs. You know, they don't know nothing about that. They wouldn't know how to do that, I would assume, but maybe it is the connection type. That is an interesting idea. My stream will go down if I do that though, but I am interested to try that right now. That'll be the last thing I try. Look at my sweet. My cat wanted some love. She's on my lap. Dodging stream change server to something invalid. Okay. Can you hear it dinging every time it doesn't work? By the way, stream live on, sweet girl. That fly. Okay. Nope. Change server to something invalid. Click apply, then search will fail. Now, I can restore the correct URL. This further destroy and create RDP instead of using a cached one. Disable persistent connection important. Settings advanced now. Okay, you put a lot of stuff in the chat. Let me read that. Connect PC to the IPv6 issue, sneaky one. Some ISPs cause RTMP engine failure over IPv6 tests. Go to control panel network. I mean, my ISP doesn't though. We already know that. It doesn't apply. After right click your internet properties and check internet protocol version 6. PC. Yeah, I can't reset the computer because then when I reset my, here's the thing. When I reset my computer, it'll be working again. That's the thing. That is the issue. Is that it'll be working again when I reset the computer. During a normal stream though, if I reset my computer, that's the end of my stream, and so I have no reason to start stream up again. You know? Let's say I have 100 viewers on Rumble and this happens. If I reboot my computer, those viewers are not coming back. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of a situation of I need to be able to fix this live when it happens, when my VPN, it's when the VPN company is having issues. But this happened last time when this happened like months ago, is the issue is OBS like locks me out. Something causes it to bug when I disconnect from the VPN and it won't let me connect to the internet. Now, if I started my computer without the VPN on, it'll let me just connect normally. That's the interesting thing. Doing the advanced network, new network code, disable low latency mode if enabled. Make sure none of this is all. Hard reset, just OBS networking stronger method. No. Now where's my sweet? Hold on a second, chat. You're so sweet. This is the sweetest cat ever, chat. This is incredible. She is being so adorable right now. Where's my girl? Where's my sweet girl? She's like a lawnmower, chat. She's purring so much. And she's just like stuck her head up directly into the sky so that I can just scratch her neck, her throat here. Look at my sweet. Where's my sweet girl? Oh. Do you miss your father? Do you miss your father? Oh, I haven't really seen my cat much in the last few days. Last like 5 days, honestly. I've been missing her. But she's been hanging out with other people is the thing, other family members and stuff. And it's my cat, you know? But so I've been missing her quite a bit. And now she remembered. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. I forgot about that guy. Now she remembered I exist. So she's over here giving me the love. All right. ChatGPT has no answer. Check your Discord messages. All right, loading Discord. ChatGPT has no answers. So I'm going to close out of ChatGPT. Restart just the network stack. Again, the issue, right? Yeah, I know this one. The issue with doing that, what you just suggested would work actually. What you pasted after, that would work. Except that would destroy all of my other streams. Would be the issue. Then, yep. Yeah, GPT already. We must be using the same wording at this point because GPT, letter for letter, word for word, even with the little check mark emoji, told me the exact same thing at first. But I can't do that. Also, Crash, God help us. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So let me just make sure I didn't break anything when trying to fix it. I'm gonna turn my VPN back on. The VPN is on. And now I click start streaming. And just like that, yep, it works. And just like that, I am live on Rumble. That easy. It is literally it. Yeah, that's crazy. What VPN protocol do I use? I don't know. That's who knows. Funny enough, now my VPN appears to be totally working, by the way. Wait, hold on one second. Wait up. Too many requests. I've freaked out Rumble. It thinks I'm like trying to hack. It's like I am trying to hack their website. It's giving me a very funny error right now. Okay, let me close out of that completely because Rumble is like, what is happening? Their website doesn't know how to handle because I just changed IP 18 times in a row. There we go. All right, so now I should be live on Rumble and on Kick. It should be working like pristine mode now. Let's see. Nibs, if you're there still, could you do me a favor and check Rumble and tell me if it's working? Hold on. I need to turn the Rumble chat back on. It's actually on my multi-chat. I don't know if the multi-chat is gonna work anymore because it started at a different one. There we go. Turn it on and off again. That should work. I am Nibs says so far. Viking says hello. Viking, hello. We just had an internet outage. Essentially, that's what it boils down to. We don't usually have that issue when we stream. That is something we haven't experienced in many months, but we just had an internet outage. And so everything appears to be working now. Nib says so far. Yeah, everything is working now. It's a long story, but to stream, we stream through a VPN. The VPN servers seem to be under DDoS or something attack. It's fixed now. I can see my bitrate is normal. Everything is good. The stream is good. I understand. Yeah. This is not a common thing to happen, but what I'll do. So my stream usually is a 5-hour stream. It ends about in 1 hour. Will be the end of the stream normally. What I'm gonna do. I mean, I'll keep doing this. Trying to learn this skip. Why not? Loading Elden Ring, folks. Oh, my sweet cat. I was just going over my Elden Ring build. Oh, do tell. What do you run? What's your weapon type? You must be like level 300 something. If you're new game 5, I assume. Only 500 hours would be like probably level 400 maybe at the most. It says that was freaky weird about the whole VPN. I can't find any issues like this. Yeah, it's a kind of a unique issue, and the reason why... No, Nibs, GPT is straight up lying to you as well. You have to understand. GPT has no idea. It's just making stuff up. Because GPT, you have to remember, AI never wants to disappoint you. BRB scene again? I know. I just restarted it all. You gotta remember. ChatGPT doesn't... It always wants you to be happy so that you keep using it. So it'll just make stuff up when it doesn't know an answer. And so basically what it was saying is not applicable to this. And it is what it is. And the reason nobody else has had this issue is because, think about it, Nibs. How many people are forced to use, oh, I didn't mean to do that, VPN to stream? Like, I have to be like one of like a handful of people on Earth. Viking says, I use the latest sword, America's hammer, Death Knight Longshaft axe. Do you use them all at once? Are you heavy load? Do we have a heavy roller in the chat? Surely you mean you go back and forth between them. And you don't use them at the same time, right? Because if you're using those at the same time, I mean, that's impressive right there. armor, I use latest chest piece and the Oathseeker pieces for helm, gauntlets, and boots. Dick, what level are you? I assume... So you keep it medium roll. You're not a light roller. Do you keep it medium roll, or are you telling me you go heavy roll? I'm curious. I'm assuming you're a mid roller, yeah? Medium roll, and what level? So I can fully visualize it here. I use golden orders here. I mean, of course. When you're at New Game 5, you're always using something like that. Boom, boom, and soft. Okay. There we go. So where we left off was... Let me get my headphones back on. We were doing this. Gotta get better at the quit out. The idea is so that I'm not quitting out by looking at the buttons. I'm quitting out by, like, I just memorized which buttons to press. So quit out is like, boom. So, like that. But easier said than done. Medium roll with all that equipped, including a secondary slot, Radon's Breakout. Ah. So you've got 99 endurance for sure. Or something like it. What level are you? That would really clear up all my questions. You see, that time I was quick with it. I should start every 258. Oh, really? That's funny because we finished our first run at like 230. And that was, we never farmed once. So I'm kind of shocked that New Game Plus 5, you're so right next to us. Alrighty. Back up. There we go. Everything's good with the universe again. You see that? It wouldn't let me, I wonder if I got the quit out in time. But you saw it was preventing me from quitting out. That's a new thing on one of the newer Elden Ring patches. They tried to patch out quit outs to save your life by putting a delay on it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we finally got it. We got it again, but we accidentally quit out of the entire game. Listen, you know what? That's okay, chat. As long as we're good enough at the quit out that we can get a fast quit out like that, I'm not going to complain. You know what I mean? Like, that is a big improvement, especially for speedrunning, to be able to do that. That is very helpful. Well, right now we're waiting for the game to close, as you can see. It's still shutting down. We got to give it a minute here. This is definitely a unique stream today. This is not how our streams usually are. Pretty funny, to be honest. Let me grab this real quick. There we go. Turn it on. You know, originally Elden Ring didn't have a quit out to desktop function. That is a newer function they added later on. And honestly, it's goated that they have that for sure. But like, it definitely makes the quit out more likely to fail. I use Dragon Crest, Great Shield, Rotten Sword Insignia, Bull Goat. Bull Goat. You're using the Poise Talisman? That's shocking. Why would you need that? With the armor you're wearing, I mean, I guess, like, you're trying to get max poise over the 100 breakpoint. That's fascinating. I mean, when you're level 268, though, at that point, you might as well just, like, min-max a little bit more and go 99 endurance. Okay. Again, bro. Okay, that time it didn't let me do it. Also, my runes are gone. There's no way I get them. If we want our runes back, we have to get the skip. Because they're stuck on a wall now. Let's try it, huh? No. Bro, I meant to... why do I keep doing that? I keep quitting out of the desktop. That is so annoying. Here, we can all wait together. Tell me, Viking, do you do any PvP? Or are you only a PvE gamer? I'm just curious, because those who are that high in new game cycle, a lot of time engage in PvP. Yes! Ah, where's Chris the Ninja at? We got the homie Chris the Ninja here, who's watching the stream, or he was at least. He's a community member. He's always around. Good guy. Streams himself. He is like level 600 or something. I'm here. Chris, what level are you in Elden Ring? Viking, you can see them respond in the top right of the screen. It'll be in the on-screen chat. Chris, what level are you? Chris does a lot of PvP. Let's see. Nib says, are you able to let me know what VPN you use? I feel like that might be a bad idea to say on stream. I don't know. Yeah, I shouldn't say that on stream, to be honest, because if I ever became successful, you know. Chris says, I think I'm in the 500s. Yeah, I believe it. Chris has 1 billion hours in this game, but he also PvPs. I've watched him PvP on his stream before. He's very good. Of course, he's using the full Bull Goat set. Yeah, Nibs. So you should never reveal what VPN you use, because if that leaks, then big streamers, if I ever became big, you know, God willing, right? But if that ever did happen, I could easily get DDoS'd. Okay, so my runes are there. So I can't mess this up, chat. Did I get the quit out? Because I messed it up, obviously. I think I got the quit out. I think I got it. I think I got the quit out. Woo! Okay, okay. Oh, come on. Desktop again. But yeah, so we got some people around here pretty experienced. We have people with thousands of hours in this game, Viking. I've never been a PvPer, but then again, you know, we haven't really given it a chance, right? I say that while playing NIGHTREIGN. It's funny, if you like Elden Ring PvP, then you're going to love Duskbloods when that comes out on Switch. If you have a Switch, that is. Unfortunately, we only play on PC. We don't have console whatsoever, so we won't get to play Duskbloods or Demon's Souls or Bloodborne until we make it a little bigger as a streamer. Right now, we're making, you know, a good amount to dent, possibly, or, you know, earn enough to pay the rent. But in terms of earning enough to buy a console, that's not there yet. Thank you so much, Hayden, for the follow on Kick. Thank you so much for that. Sorry, my brain. I had a moment because my my alert feed didn't. Will you be on this Sunday? Yep, I'm on every day. Why do you ask? That's very specific. Do I know you? Will you be on this Sunday? I'm on every day of the week. Same time, same place. Sometimes a little late, but I always stream 5 hours starting from about 4.5 hours ago until about an hour from now. Why do you ask, Hayden? Got me curious. He's with me IRL? Oh, okay, because I was like, what? Yeah, I stream every day of the week. I never take off, except extremely rarely. Like, we just took off, I think, yesterday, which is super rare for me. Okay. Got it. There we go. Okay, chat. Ah, come on, dude. I got memed. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. I don't know why I'm even spending time. Who cares about these runes? You know what? I need to forget about the runes, but I still need to learn the skip. Hold on. But yeah, I'll be on Sunday. I'm on every day. Right now we're learning the speed run. It's funny because we're an expert on this game. We just don't know the skips and stuff. Let's watch it over. This is a world record run from just 2 days ago. All right, he gets on here. Runs up the side, and then you have to just... See, it's so much... He uses his mouse and keyboard. It is way easier to do on mouse and keyboard. Not to say this is a hard skip. It's not. But it is just way easier to do. Woo! There we go. I got tired of the nonsense, folks. There we are. Anyone else want to give me a problem? Also, fun fact for those who don't know. Boop. Sorry. Boop. There's a little room over here. A lot of people don't know that there's a hidden wall here for the rune arc. A lot of people don't know that there's this... like, there's a lot of experienced players who have no idea about that hidden wall. Anyway... I know this game in... Okay, Nibs with the... All I'm getting with specific details about knowing your situation is that you can choose a server, favorite it, turn off, switch it, so you probably saw this. I already did all that, yeah. Oh, look! Because we died so fast, we have our runes back. Okay. So we go here, we go there, we go boom. Hey! So I noticed in the speed run, he didn't run. He just was like... That's crazy. I don't know why it got stuck. I need to really press the button down. Yeah, Nibs. We're not going to find an answer for this. Last time this happened months ago, Nibs, I looked forever. There's just there's no answer to it because it's so unique a situation. But that's the last of that because I ain't knowing. I don't want to distract much. There's no distraction. Oh, I didn't... Well, there go the runes. All right. That was on me. That's my bad. I tried to quit out, but I went into the equipment. Now you're seeing... I'm like falling apart. Oh, you know, a part of me is like I should just do a Night Rain, one game of Night Rain and call it. Ow. I should not be doing this because it aggroes these guys. Ooh, what did he drop me? Alright. So. Here. How does he do that, man? Again, it goes to the desktop. How is... Look how he does it. I want you to all to see this. Check this out, chat. I want you to pay very close attention. I'm even going to make it slow-mo here. Okay? Here we go. So he gets over here. All right? Let's slow it down. Let's really slow it down and try and comprehend what he's doing. I'd keep going here, mate. Oh, and let me reopen the game real quick. Hold on. Keep going. What do you mean keep going here? What do you mean by that, Nibs? All right. Watch this, chat. Help me to comprehend this skip. So, he does a little jump, fine. He jumps up here, fine. But look, he appears to run off. Oh, I see what he did run off. Interesting. So there's a little... He's kind of like walking on air there. Look at this. He lands. Look at that. He's completely floating. I see. I think I see. It extends a little bit out. More than you'd think it does. And so your right foot is on like ledge. When technically it's not. Okay. I think I comprehend it. Yeah, that's input memory at work. For sure. This is one of those skips where it's like... Every time you see a runner, they're always doing this over and over again, and it never missing this. Like, boom. It's just like no one ever misses this. It's like the Liurnia skip where it's so simple, but the first time learning it, you know, it just takes some practice, I guess. I wonder if these guys are going to be aggroed because I quit out touching the guy. So I wonder if it's going to boot me back in touching the guy. Whew. Let's find out. Look at that. It booted me in the backstab. That's nice. Wham! Academy Glintstone Staff. All right. So we've got this portion down. Like, you see, like that. I tried. You saw I got there, but again, this is the input delay. Hey, thank you, Gamer Delta, for the emoji. We had our stream die earlier. We had some internet issues. They're gone now, but... So do I do this or do I play a game of Night Rain? I'm basically at the end of my stream here. I got 40 more minutes. I could play a game of Night Rain. One down. I quit out because there's 3 guys behind me, marionettes. You have to remember. Your day continuing to go well, Delta? All right, back to it. Nid says, oh, it is back? What's back? What's back, Nibs? We got it that time. What is back, Nibs? Are you saying the stream was down again? Because it shouldn't have been. I've been watching the stream like a hawk. Rumble? Yeah, Rumble's been back. Nibs, didn't you speak to me on Rumble already? Are you saying Rumble went down again? I think that was only on your end, if so. Because I've been watching Rumble on my other monitor. Okay, how do I do this, man? Hey, at least we're getting... It wasn't down, but it was stuttering again. That had to be on your end because my bitrate is I have no drop frames. Every time it was stuttering today, it showed me drop frames, but now I don't. It is, and it's super strong. Don't fall, says Gamer. Listen, that's what we're trying to do, okay? I'm trying to just get this jump, but like... Lord Almighty. Jump earlier than you think. You're right. You're literally right. That literally worked. What Nibs just said, folks, literally worked. He said jump earlier than you think, so I jumped earlier than you'd think, and that actually worked. It shot me. I was like, yeah, look, it shoots you off around the edge. That's smart. That's my boy right there. Very nice, Nibs. Okay, we got the quit out, but we again accidentally did desktop, but you know, that isn't the end of the world. Okay. I'm telling you, at the start of stream, I have to literally like quit out to desktop. No, sorry. I have to practice quit out, like going through the quit out buttons over and over and over and over again. It just has to be like in my brain. All right, there we go. You were totally right, Nibs. That's so interesting. Okay. Jump earlier than you'd think. Because it allows you to whip around the corner while mid-jump. Oh god, it's the end of the world? It is. Wait, are you saying that because my stream or have the nukes finally been launched? Why are you saying that, Delta? Hopefully that's because my stream and not that the nukes have launched. Which if they have, I guess, you know what? What's a better way to go? Nip says what? Because I was right, Delta? True. Wait a minute. Have I left? No. No, I'm just stupid. Never mind. I'm such an idiot, chat. I'm stupid for thinking I was stupid when I wasn't stupid, but that makes me stupid. You know what I mean, chat? You understand? All right, let's see. Let's see where is it? Where's it gonna put me? Did I die or did I get the quit out? Hey. Okay, that time that was unfair. All right, it just kind of sent me. Jump earlier than you'd think. Jump earlier than you'd think. So I need to jump and then round the corner. Because you said it wasn't the end of the world, for actually quit out to desktop. Oh! See, I have no short-term memory. So I didn't remember. When I say something on stream, within 3 seconds, it's gone. It's just totally gone. I'm going to get off the ledge and redo it just because I'm thrown off by being up here. All right. Like that. Like that. I just fell right off, man. I need to be a little more to the right when I start going. Again, the funny thing is, even failing this skip is giving me practice. So we want to practice the skip, but also failing itself gives me practice. Because it's practice quitting out. Skill issue? I mean, literally, yes. Literally, this is literally a skill issue that we are working on. You got to practice those skills, folks. That's how you get them. That's what we're trying. We're aiming to gain skills. Clip? Does that work on Rumble? I have the bot, but I don't think it works. Does it? Someone tell me if that worked. I'd be very, because if it does, that's life-changing. I don't know how to set anything up. Oh, I'm dead this time. Yep, I knew it. You don't have Rumblebot active yet? I do have Rumblebot active. Every time I get a follow, it pops up. It just doesn't work 100% of the time, Rumblebot, I've noticed. It definitely, it only works with some things and not other things. All right, what did I do? Okay, that's right. But I do have Rumblebot active. Every time I get a follower, that's how I know. I'd have to activate the clip command. Is it like a specific button I press? Nah. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, that's true. Thought I activated everything. To be totally honest, I don't remember how to do any of that. Is Rumblebot a website? How do you do it again? I don't know how all I know is that Nibs helped me set it up because Nibs is the GOAT. For followers, at least. You're kidding. Yeah, a site. Anyone got the link to that website? Real quick. You want to hit me with a link? Little linky poo. Pretty please. Rumble. Okay, let me copy that out because Rumble also doesn't save live chat, which is a big L. Like, I love Rumble, but like that is them not saving live chat in your VODs it's the only streaming site that doesn't do that, and that is just a big L. So let me open it now so that I have it open. There we go. I really wish Rumble would do that though. Okay. I wonder why they don't. All right, here we go. So, earlier than you'd think. What settings did I just change? I don't even know how I got to wherever I just was. I don't recognize. What did I just do, chat? What did I just do? What kind of like you can see comments on a SoundCloud track as it passes by? I mean, sure, but better. Like, when you watch a YouTube live stream or a Twitch live stream or a Kick live stream, it looks the same as it did during the stream. The chat messages go by, the player is the same. You can click a button and the player becomes just a VOD player. But you have, the chat is always stored with the VOD. And also you can remove that if you want as the streamer. It's one button press. But Rumble doesn't have that option for some reason. I like how you said like SoundCloud. That's pretty funny. What settings did I just mess up? Was I going through here? Key bindings? No. I'm a little concerned. I don't what menu did I just go through? It had to be... Did I almost... Dude, if I accidentally broke my Elden Ring in the middle of like trying to do a skip, that'd be very funny. But yeah, it's like a very basic feature to every streaming site that's ever existed that Rumble just doesn't have. And I really don't get why. You know, Rumble is so on top of things with everything else. It definitely would be something I would email them about, but like, I'm sure they know. There has to be a reason on the back end and like the way which they have everything set up that, I mean, because they would have that for sure otherwise. So there must be something, there we go. That was nice. It's like the only thing the Rumble VOD player is missing, to be honest. Why did it... I don't understand how I keep accidentally quitting. I mean, like, I'm happy that I got the quit out, but I don't understand how I keep accidentally quitting out to desktop. My brain is melted right now, chat. Like I said, I did that long run for a few hours before, and then I got on stream, and then we had the issues that we had earlier. This is why you got to be careful, because like if I had something in my desktop that I didn't want to leak, like that'd be it. GG, you know? Of course, as a streamer, you should always have your desktop clean because you always have to assume, you know, that a game could crash or something like that. And it's crazy how far I've come as a streamer, like with my setup, with all these websites. You know, huge shout outs to Nibs, the GOAT, for helping with so much of this. To just make it happen and get it working. All right, we should be on the ledge here. So maybe I keep the camera like this. Oh, it can't. Look at that. It canceled my quit out. I was going to go to desktop again anyway. Why is it doing that? I got to see why. What button am I pressing that keeps making me go off there? I'm instinctually pressing the left button, I think. Yeah, I must be doing this. It's because I hit the left button here. And it's eating my input when I press it. I see what's happening. But yeah, like I said, FromSoft tried to patch this. So speedrunners couldn't do it for no reason at all. There's no reason for me to hit him there. Because it doesn't, when you quit out, it resets all health bars. Other words, people would abuse quit outs way more than they already do. Oh, I poured it through him. Ow. Bonk. Ow. He got me. Okay, we got a little overzealous there. We got arrogant. I could have easily not been killed by him, but I was like, no, I have to get an R2 off. I was like, you know, this guy's a meme. I don't need to take him seriously. And then he showed me what's what. I'm kind of trying to figure out what the fastest way is to get over here because I need to practice this over and over again. I think we do this. Okay. So then, yeah, I think... I like how this guy lived on literally 1 HP. Like, literally. I think the move is that we kill the guy on the left, and then we quit out, because the marionettes will be following us. And that's the way to do this every time that we do it. So I go over here. I have enough time to kill this guy. And now I don't. There we go. All right. Whew. There we go. Boom. Oh, I almost went too far there. I'm having a little moment right now, chat. There we go. Okay. Early. Hey! Nibs is right again. Grace Mimic. Can I jump on you? I can just go like here. Oh, this isn't the way. That's right. You know what? I need to look. Do these guys respawn? Let me go. Let me go. Don't kill me. All right. Well, they're too dangerous. I'm realizing. I can't kill them all in this area, surely. Okay, that time I kind of ran around the edge, which is like the dream. That's how the speedrunner did it. 2 for 2. Okay. Whoa! Where you come from, bro? Okay. Little heat-seeking missile. Okay. 3 for 3? Chat. Who is this guy? Oh, get me out of there! Ah! Classic FromSoft buffering. What just happened there? I was spamming the dodge button for like a few seconds at least, but because it had buffered in R1 earlier, it goes through. That's why you have to be a lot more precise with your button presses if you want to be flawless. But I mean, I'm getting it down now. I don't feel like confident or something, but I am. I'm getting it down. If I can get it like 2 more times in a row, I'd say I'm good enough. And then we need to then there's one final skip here, which is the one that nobody could understand. That we were looking at earlier. Like, this is the baby skip. The real skip is about to come. Ow. Okay, here we go. Up. At least we got the quit out. Quit out is priceless. All right. Come on. I'm so afraid of just leaping over the edge is the problem. There we go. There we go. If that happens in the real speedrun where we quit out in time and then get it immediately, I won't be upset. Oh. Okay, chat. All right. Now for the real thing, chat. That was the baby one. Now, the real skip, the real problem... Let me quit out here to de-aggro everyone behind me. Hopefully they don't see me over here. Because if I have to worry about all of the enemies on me while I'm learning this, then this might be cooked. I might have to literally go into cheat engine, which I need to download, and like kill all enemies. So. What's that item? This a trap? A smithing 4. One of them only. All right. Let's take a look here at what he does. This is at 0.25 speed. All right. He runs all the way to this edge. He runs up. He runs on there. He leaps. I think I know what he's doing. I think I know why he's doing it. I think he's trying to skip the death cam. It almost seemed like his character tried to go into death cam. And he's trying to quit out to beat the death cam and make it not activate. Surely not, right? I mean, that's some Dark Souls 1 type of stuff. Oh my god, there's a death plane here. Look at that, chat. There's a straight up death plane. So he must be quitting out as he hits the death plane. This is actually a problem, chat. This is genuinely a problem. Because I don't know how to do this. And I don't know who I would even ask about how to do this. This is something somebody would have to teach me. Also, he did that with quitouts being... Quitouts used to be way faster. I think this might not be possible. I think this skip genuinely isn't possible. Which, if that's the case... Uh-oh. Let me look. What does the normal route entail? It is, though. What is, Nibs? This is a death plane quit out. So FromSoft updated Elden Ring. The world records are all on the patch from over a year ago. Even the world records, they use old patch. Let me try and get to where he was. Can you go around here? I didn't even know you could jump down here, to be honest. What is, my friend? Where am I about to be? I mean, we want to go towards the mills. Oh! Lag? Okay. He got down there. I don't know. He seems to have... Yeah, okay. That's crazy. So, I can explain what he did. That is... Okay, this guy is about to just... We're about to get griefed by this dog. There we go. What this guy did in the world record speedrun is so impressive. In Dark Souls 1, a big part of Dark Souls 1 speedruns are you use what's called death plane like stuff, which is... Hold on, let me kill these guys real quick. Whoa! I know, yeah, he quit out because that's how you get rid of the death plane. The funny thing is, Nibs, I'm sure you've seen this before for, like, because you've seen a lot of speedrun stuff. You're kidding me. Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. Come on, please, please, please. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. There's so many people reviving where you all come, bro. Do these guys infinite spawn is my real question. What do you do in the academy? Hold on. Let me deal with this situation one thing at a time. Okay. Shihu, Nibs, Chris, does anyone know? Do these guys infinitely respawn? Do they infinitely respawn, or when I kill them, is that it? Because there are some guys in Elden Ring who infinitely respawn that look like this. Are they going to infinitely come out of the graves, or are they dead? In terms of what I do in the academy, I believe I pick up... What do I do? What do I do in the academy? Oh, Volcano Manor. No. So what the guy does in so the way that every FromSoft game works is, not that I know, but I could be wrong. Got it. The way every FromSoft game works is there are invisible floors all over the map to prevent you from jumping to places you're not supposed to get to. So underneath me, there's an invisible floor. When you touch the floor, it instantly kills your character. That is called a death plane. It is a plane of death. So in the speed run, what he's doing, and he does this twice. First, he jumps down here. You know, he uses that. And there's a death plane right there. Right there. Right above my weapon here. That's the death plane. That kills you instantaneously. He's quitting out right there to skip the death plane. So basically, his character reloads underneath the death plane. So that is a very precise quit out. That is, and in Dark Souls 1, a lot of the speedruns are like that. But that is just not something that's really feasible for me to do because that was on the old patch. When you could get a precise quit out like this, now you can't. They patched that out. Chat, am I stuck? No, I'm not stuck, surely. No, I know I'm not stuck. So I need to find my own route down, unfortunately. Am I stupid or something? How do I get out of here, chat? Anyone know? So what if I jump, open exit menu, and get the timing right before you near the death quit? Game needs to run in the background, right? No. What if I jump, open exit menu, and get to the timing right before you near the death to quit? That's the idea, but the problem is, you could be the fastest, best person in the world. FromSoft introduced a delay. When you try to click this button, there's a delay. They did this specifically in a patch like 8 months ago to make what speedrunners were doing impossible. They literally did that patch only to mess with speedrunners. How dumb is that? Like, who cares? Like, literally, who cares? I don't know. Like, it has to be the worst patch they ever did. So as a result, the death plane comes too early. Like, before it allows me to do that, the death plane has already come. Also, Chris, somebody in the chat with many hours in this game, how do I get out of this area? I know you can. I'm having a moment. This. Found it. LOL. Sorry. I told you I was having a moment. Are you gonna jump on? No. Alright. So do I just go the normal way, or is there any faster way down? That's the question. And then I'll show you what I'm supposed to do, chat, to guarantee I get the correct RNG. Do I have enough health, by the way, to survive this? The fall? Surely, right? Okay. So this also requires quit outs. Basically, I have to quit out until I'm in front of it. Oh, it got me. Perfect. No quit out. So what you want to do is quit out so it resets and then go right in front of it so that it grabs you like this. And this is the whole reason I go to Liurnia. Is to get into this chest, which brings me over here. And this is how I get to Altus, folks. This is how I get to Altus early. So you go here. And now this is the interesting part. So you jump on top of the cages. Not like that, though. This is a preview of what we're going to be learning tomorrow, chat. Little sneak preview. The issue is I'm not going to figure this out on my own. Like, I would need to talk to, like, a speedrunner. So he does his quit out so that he gets grabbed, which is what we did. He gets to Volcano Manor. There we go. Now watch what he does. Let's see what he does. He jump. Oh, I see. He didn't even, I thought he gets on top of a cage, but he doesn't. He gets on top of a cliff edge. Okay. That hit us. I see it. That is very precise. That is very precise. Okay, this is not as easy as it looks, apparently. This is like the prior skip that we just learned. Like, and there's no, you can't quit out in time, even if you're the fastest. With the delay they added to the game, there's no way. Like, I know a way down from here. There's the way that, you know, you can skip down, which is you can just jump over the side, but that doesn't get us where we need to go. How did he do that, man? Okay, I have to see precisely where he was when he jumped. Little 0.75 moment, 0.25 rather. Playback speed. 0.25. Okay. He goes to the corner. He runs until a little line. He actually, he wall runs a little bit, is what happens. He wall runs a little bit. More from the side, skip two across, yeah. Jump later than you think, as always. So, he went like... Yeah, there's no possible way to get that quit out. He jumps way... I know, he like runs... He's on the mountain's edge before he jumps. It's nice that you're grace locked, so you always will respawn here. They put this input lag into the menu, which is why I end up getting stuck on like items like that. Chris, with the amount of hours you have in Elden Ring, you should know how to do all these skips. Come on now. You know, these skips are very good to learn for PvP. Because in PvP, what a lot of people do is they'll do a skip like this and then they'll just wait out on the cliff edge where nobody can reach them. And it's basically like a hide and seek match. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty close. But... there's something I'm missing here. It's his direction. He's straight. He turns a little bit over. He jumps. He lands. He runs immediately onto the chain. Because look at how he's turning. He's using his camera as he goes, which is something much easier to do on mouse and keyboard. Would Blood Out Step help you if you time it right? Certainly not. But I like what you're thinking. Bloodhound Step is going to catch you on like a cliff edge or something. Also, if you try and Bloodhound Step on anything like that, you immediately fall. You can't do a input a jump after Bloodhound Step. They specifically, it's hard-coded to not work. Because, other words, people could spam Bloodhound Step and like get across a mountain's edge. So they hard-coded it. Yeah, there's no way I'm quitting out. I need to be moving the camera. That's the key. It's right then left. Okay, what is the one where you twirl forward using a club? There's an Ash for that. There's no Ash of War that'll help me here because every Ash of War immediately drops you when it finishes. Immediately. They're all hard-coded so you can't parry walk, basically. The Hand of Melania. Like, parry walking doesn't work in current patch. So, I go... I got close that time to quitting out. That's an old patch, Nibs. That doesn't exist anymore. And I refuse to do anything on old patch. I don't know, chat. Maybe because I want to know how to do the game going forward, so I want to use new patch. That makes it only stick to the wall. It's run in here. Oh, that's it. Okay, we had it. We had it though. We actually got it. What did we just do, chat? What did we do that we got it there? I just jumped late. That's all. At the end. Okay. See, with a lot of this stuff, I don't know if they've patched it out. And so if I'm just trying a skip, that doesn't work anymore. So the fact that if I get it once, that means I can get it that means it's okay. And that's like a big deal. I'm alive? Chat, that's wild. Alright, shield only. Fight me. Fight me. Gotcha. Ha. Take that. No! Getting down to this area isn't what we're trying to do. We're trying to get above. So, that's cool. That's good to know that we would live. You hit ground before dropping, so no death. It's just that it's just under... So, in Elden Ring, you have a 20-meter fall distance that you can go before you die. And so, what we just learned is that if you're at the... I fell from the very bottom. That's just 20 meters. You see, but that's more than 20 meters. But that cliff edge is below that. The cliff is higher than the cliff edge I'm trying to jump to. By like... a half a foot. Like, look at this. Here, I'll show you what I mean. There's a lot of places in the game like this where the fall distance is literally just like inches. So like this, as you can see, I'm way higher up versus the place I'm trying to run to is way lower. Okay, close. And you see that didn't work because I jumped up. So if I ran right off, I make it in the fall distance of 20 meters, but jumping up gives me now I'm falling from where I jumped up to. So because I got height, I'm now above that 20 meters. So this is like classic situation of being right on the edge. I actually knew that that was okay because the old speedrunning trick, for those who don't know, it used to be in Volcano Manor from like the very first speedruns of the game would go to Volcano Manor and then they would go here and they would go like this, I believe. Yep. Boom. And this is in the original speedruns of the game, this allows you to get to Reichard immediately. So I can now run directly to Reichard. So in other words, I could be level 1 and I could run directly to Reichard. So this is where I'm trying to jump to, by the way. Hiya! Ah, I thought the cliff edge was higher due to clipping upwards slightly before jumping. Makes sense. All right, back to it. I just want to get this one time. Nope. This is my last attempt. Nibs, did they never call you back or anything at all? Like, what is the deal? Like, never? How many hours ago was it supposed to be, Nibs? Not yet? I mean, when was it originally scheduled for? Okay. I see. You have to come at it from an angle. 5? Dude. That's messed up. 8? Okay, well, now I think you're just making things up. Where is this company? Isn't it like 8 hours ago would have been the middle of the night? No? What are you talking about? 5, 8? 6, 7? 6, 7. 8 a.m. I see. Okay, I wasn't clear on what you were saying. So yeah, that was quite a while ago. Also, yeah, I knew that was way too early immediately. She says, why you turned off the chat in the view counter? No, I didn't. I did not turn off the chat in the view counter. Is there no chat and view counter right now on the Kick and Rumble streams? It's 1 p.m. Wait a minute. Okay, thank you for... Bro, Nibs, you didn't notice that? No, there's no on screen. Bro, what is wrong with you all? Why did no one say... Thank you, Shihu. Why did no one else tell me that? I did? No, when? I'm looking inside of the chat here. There's not a single message about this. This guy. But I thought you said there wouldn't be one? No, when would I have said that? Why would I have said there wouldn't be a chat in a view counter? Because of the mess up? No, that shouldn't have done that. I'm actually kind of confused how this is happening right now. How is there no chat? I'm genuinely worried. Because on YouTube right now, look at this shit. Look. This is my YouTube stream. Look, there on-screen chat is there, view count is there. So how is it not on Rumble and Kick right now? Obviously, if it's not on Kick, it's not on Rumble. If it's not on Rumble, it's not on Kick, because they share the same Rumble studio. Thank you, Shiu, for pointing that out. What in the world? I'm kind of afraid. I must have done something. Oh? Oh, what? Browser source link changed? What do you mean? You changed stream key, right? I did. I don't know what that would have to do with it though. I don't use Rumble Studio for my on-screen chat. I use OBS, so it's going through OBS and it's the same link. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. It should be working fine again. I don't know. All links changed too, but not for this, because this is still the same link is still working for YouTube. So that's how I know that's not the case. I don't use Rumble Studio's multi-chat feature. I use Social Stream Ninja because that has a built-in view count for multi-streaming. Rumble Studio doesn't have that feature yet, unfortunately. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is the time when I end stream. Again, every day I stream 5 hours from 5 hours prior to now, until now. I keep thinking studio only, yeah. But anyway, tomorrow, upon rebooting, everything will be better. All right. Also, we've gotten through we've learned a lot. Like, we've pretty much done everything that there is to do. Like, in terms of skips. We know what we have to do. We'll practice this one for sure. But, you know. I'm going to call that a stream, folks. I cannot raid out because my stuff is all broken. So, I'm just going to call that the stream. All right. Listen, I love you all. Big shout outs to Nibs for being here all day trying to help me with everything. Huge shouts out to you. Shouts out to everyone. I know we lost some people along the way. Half of the people watching, they either one left or two. What I know for a fact, a couple of them didn't realize we got live again after the internet issue, because YouTube and Rumble, they put me on a new VOD, unfortunately, which is just how they work. And so I know a couple people who because I never came back live on the same link, they didn't realize I went live again. But anyway, it's all right. Tomorrow we'll be back to streaming. This problem won't happen again. Like I said, this is the only other time this ever happened was like 4 months ago. So I doubt it'll happen again. And now, as you can see, it is fixed already. Anyway, I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, 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 and good night.